With skill, acquisition syndrome.
Shout out to Ian Barber. He asked me to make a video building an electric piano sound, I believe. If I seem to remember correctly. Anyway, yeah, so I did that for you, Ian, on the Prophet Rev2. This is what an electric piano on a Prophet Rev2 sounds like to me. So anyway, I'm going to rattle off the exact specific parameters of this sound real quick for you. I can do our show parameters button. Okay. So basically I initialize the patch. I have a triangle with 0% shape mod. It's set to C3 on oscillator 1. Okay, and the mix is roughly 43%, 42%, wherever. Your oscillator 2 is a saw and triangle combination set to around set to at C3, if I can get it there. Faster. There we go. Yeah. So there's no correct way of making an electric piano sound on a synthesizer. I can only show you the way I do it. Doesn't mean it's the right way. I start off with a triangle waveform, wave shape on oscillator A or oscillator 1. And then I have a saw plus triangle. And if I didn't have saw plus triangle, I might add a saw tooth wave shape on oscillator 2, just to give a little bit of harmonic character. I'm going to favor oscillator 1, however. On your amplifier envelope and your filter envelope, you'll turn everything down to 0 initially. And it's time, at that point you start thinking about what the sound of a real piano does. So the only parameter I'll use is I'll have the attack time up a tiny bit so I don't have that click. Kind of get rid of that sharp edge at the beginning of the sound. And then I will have no release, no sustain, and my decay. This is kind of what gives it that characteristic piano type of sound. You press the key, it lingers, and it decays. That's all that's going to happen here. If I have the decay up too high, a real piano doesn't linger like that. So to my ears, anywhere in the 90s range for the decay is suitable. Very simple. That's the only parameter I adjust here. So yeah, I have it set to about 2 or 3 on the attack and around 92 or 93 on the decay. Okay, moving over to the filter envelope. Well, there's not too much going on here at all. You can adjust the cutoff to taste. Obviously, if you have too much of the waveforms coming through, you get that buzzy synth timbre. So, around 63. This depends on your taste. Okay, there's no right or wrong here, but that's what I do. There's no animation in the filter envelope for me. The only thing I do is I add a little bit of key amount, say roughly 45%, and that's allowing the sound to behave more similar to a real piano, wherein the filter is closed at the lower octave register and it slowly opens up towards the higher registers. If I go up an octave, it starts to sound a little chintzy when it gets too high. But I guess this is me attempting to make almost like a wannabe Fender Rhodes tone on the Rev2, and I like it. But there's a million things you can do to make this unique. You don't have to use the same settings I used to create this sound. But I encourage you to experiment and make it your own. So yeah, I hope this sheds some light on the process of making an electric piano sound on a Rev2.